Welcome everybody back to another episode of what we call Musky Fishing Basics. Today we're out with Lay in the Line Guide Service, Kevin Pischke out here in Green Bay, and we're talking casting muskies for Green Bay. Kevin, let's just start out with a couple of things. Location.
All right, summertime, your easiest bet is going to to jump on the West Shore. West Shore compared to the East Shore, West Shore is shallower, sandier, there's more points and peninsulas and weed beds versus the East Shore where it's clearer water, a lot of rock, but it drops off fast and it drops off deep. So your summertime fish, they're going to be on those hunting those weed beds, hunting off those weed beds, the rock bars and the reefs. So that's kind of what you want to aim for during the summer, is get up on that West Shore, start looking for that structure, start looking for that weeds.
All right, so on the West Shore, since most people are going to start on the West Shore, let's talk weather for a second. Obviously weather can be a big deal out here on Green Bay as far as wind and waves. What's the idea? Like if somebody's looking at their long range forecast and they're like, oh, Saturday's calling for 15-mile-an-hour winds blowing out of the southwest, is that going to be okay on the West Shore?
Southwest and west on the West Shore, up to 15 is going to be very tolerable for the guys with the 17-foot boats and bigger. Anything smaller than that, you're going to start getting in trouble. North and northwest, it can be tough. Northwest isn't the worst, but when it's blowing out of the north, there's nowhere to hide. Like we got out here today, it was supposed to have been blowing 9 to 10 out of the southwest, and we were fishing in 3-4 foot waves for most of the morning with a big southerly wind. It doesn't take much to get the water, rocking out here, and it's not a rhythmic wave, it's a chop. It's, there's no rhyme or rhythm to it. And the biggest issue with that is you get wind switches, and wind switches will push the waves in 2 different directions. So it can get ugly. You got to watch it that if you're new to the bay, don't push 15-mile-an-hour winds, especially out of the north. There aren't a lot of places to hide, and you get stuck out there, you can get in trouble. Just remember, there's landings all the way from Swamico up to Marinette, Menominee. There's 5 different landings, and if you get a little off where you started and the weather picks up and it gets bad, look for the closest landing, duck in there and wait it out versus trying to run in and get yourself in trouble.
All right, so then the other thing we're going to talk about is baits, Kevin. Are you typically in your summertime patterns that you'd use if you're casting a northern Minnesota lake or northern Wisconsin lake, or do you got something specific you're using?
This time of the year on the bay, double 8s, double 10s. I was even throwing some 13s today with as rough as the weather and the wind conditions were. That and mag dogs. Really like mag dogs on the bay. You don't have to torture yourself all day throwing pounders because they eat mag dogs out here like they're going out of style. I like the double dog a little better because it gives you a slower drop over those weed beds, and you can fish those 5 to 8 foot weed beds without getting fouled up on the weeds a lot. But yeah, even 8s with the bucktails isn't bad, but yeah, 9s, 10s, regular mag dogs, double mag dogs, and even the swimming dogs have been paying off lately out here. When it comes to color, your perches, your brighter walleyes, your orange and your blacks are very good, but what I like, especially on my bucktails, is natural metal blades. Like if you have one orange painted blade, I like the other one to be black nickel. I don't like a solid painted blade. That copper on a blade, that black nickel, that regular nickel, or that brass really throws off a good flash in the stained water that we have on the bay, and the fish seem to key in on that a lot better.
Fantastic. If somebody's looking to get a hold of you, Kevin, what's the best way to do that?
Facebook, you can look me up under Kevin Pischke, or on my business page, which is probably easier. It's Lay in the Line Guide Service, also layinthelineguideservice.com. I'm on Facebook, so you can hit me up on there, shoot me a message, email me, give me a phone call. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
So there you go, that's a Musky Fishing Basics. We're talking casting muskies on Green Bay this time. I'll be back with Kevin in early September, and we'll cover the trolling part of it, because generally it's late July, August is a casting transition on Green Bay, and we start to troll in September. So until then, if you guys like what we're doing, subscribe to our channel. If you guys will smash the subscribe button, that'd be great, and ding the bell for the notifications, so that way you don't miss anything that we got coming out. Once again, thanks a lot for watching.